Hello everyone, Ace here, and today let's discuss the latest update regarding the Twitter files, which has managed to be one of the most important updates of all. A bold claim considering what has been revealed already, but one that I'm sure you'll agree with by the end of this video, as this latest update revolves around the FBI and the Hunter Biden laptop story, and more specifically, the suppression of the Hunter Biden laptop story. Now, the notion that the FBI conspired to deliberately get that particular story suppressed in order to support the Biden campaign was up for speculation following the earlier releases regarding the Twitter files. And while I would argue that there was evidence to suggest that this was a distinct possibility, the evidence in question being the open bias that the FBI had in its requests to censor people on Twitter, the evidence that was publicly available at the time was still inconclusive. That, however, has completely changed as of yesterday, as the latest part of the Twitter files confirms the following. First of all, the FBI deliberately primed Twitter to be on the lookout for what they described as a, quote, hack and leak dump of misinformation, which was expected to occur in October of 2020 and involving Hunter Biden specifically. This shows that when the FBI was trying to warn various social media platforms to be on the lookout for misinformation, which, by the way, I would argue is still itself a violation of the First Amendment in its own right, because that's still a federal agency trying to get people silenced on social media platforms. However, getting back to the topic at hand, this leak shows without any doubt that when the FBI was priming social media platforms to be on the lookout for disinformation, it was not just a general warning. They were giving very specific details that would describe the Hunter Biden story, with the obvious exception being that the Hunter Biden story was not a hack and leak operation, and nor was it misinformation, but rather very real. This already is very damning evidence on its own. However, there is more, as we also learned that key Twitter figure Yoel Roth participated in an Aspen Institute tabletop exercise on a potential hack and dump operation related to Hunter Biden, with other individuals involved in this exercise having links to NPR, the New York Times, NBC News, Facebook, and the Washington Post, amongst others, showing what appears to be a vast conspiracy to get this one specific story suppressed. In addition, it is worth noting that the FBI chose to provide millions of dollars for employees at Twitter, which implies that this is some sort of bribe for their conduct. I could also mention the fact that there were so many former FBI agents working at Twitter that they even created their own little private chat group to communicate amongst themselves. But honestly, I think we'd be beating a dead horse at this point. By now, I'm sure you're well in agreement that this is the most important of the Twitter files leaks so far, and easily the most damning of all. This is proof that the FBI interfered in the 2020 election, and did so specifically to get the candidate that they wanted into power, specifically by encouraging Twitter and other social media platforms and news outlets to suppress what was the most important news story regarding the 2020 election, that being the Hunter Biden laptop story. Now, for those curious, I will of course be leaving a link in the description below to this latest part of the Twitter files, so you can read it for yourself if you should so desire. I will also of course continue to keep my ear to the ground and keep you all informed should any more news come. But in any case, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.